This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Mikey Garcia, okay. I see those lumps you got from Errol Spence when he regressed you into what? A Uber and a Lyft. And hold up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana, cab driver, fighter is finally sinking in. The truth of the fact of the matter is sinking in. That's right, Mikey Garcia. You're absolutely right. When Terence Crawford was doing this, barking like a chihuahua behind the damn fence on social media, it wasn't bad taste. That's what I'm talking about. You've been lumped up enough. If you get 1,200 punches of punishment, you've been regressed to a human pinata, then yeah, that tends to do things to you like that. It tends to humble you. So I'm glad you understood that you had to come into the defense of the truth. Because remember, you should know firsthand, there's no lies in his fist. They call him the truth for a reason. Let me say it again. There's no lies in his fist. They call him the truth for a reason. Because I keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. And like a Tibetan mastiff that I am, I apply what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes, folks. Mikey Garcia came correct. You know what time it was. You'd have beat my face in, a.k.a. human pinata dude. You had no choice. He said it was damn near childish. Like I told you guys, Terence Crawford is missing a few screws. Why would you come on social media to say those things and make it look erroneous? You let Mikey Garcia, a guy that's in CTE protocol, a guy that's still slurring, a guy that still can't get all his words out from the punishment, the beatdown, and basically the regression of being a what? A Uber and a Lyft and a hold up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighter is sitting here in his reduced state, in his exposed state, in his basically what we would call a guy who basically is what he is, state, a guy that should stay away from elite competition, came out and told you, Terence Crawford, that what you did was in bad taste. You got to feel some type of way about that. And I think this was Mikey Garcia's way of coming into realization that Terence Crawford set him up. Because Terence Crawford told him, hey, man, you better survive, dog. You better survive. And boy, did he survive. He survived in getting what? I see something, all right. I see an ass whooping. That's what he survived in. But I'm going to let off of him a little bit because he told the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truths. It was a bad taste. It was a bad look, Terence Crawford. Fights don't get negotiated on social media. It makes you look like an ultimate beta. You got a bunch of those as folks that are masquerading around as folks that think they know what they're talking about as boxing. Reverse bias, aka detractors, aka panderers. Beta boy extraordinaire. Let me say it again. Beta boys extraordinaire. That's what they are at their truest and their most properest levels. That's what Terence Crawford looked like. You had your sister come out the woodworks. You had your cousin come out the woodworks. I mean, it looked bad. It made you look bad. And you understood, you almost got yourself talked out of that fight. Because Mikey Garcia, say what you want about him, he's a consummate professional. I get on Mikey Garcia, but Mikey Garcia has taste. And what Terence Crawford did was tasteless. And all Mikey Garcia said is, it was a bad taste. It looked like it was in a bad taste, and it damn near was childish. Now Terence Crawford is coming correct and saying, oh yeah, me and Errol Spence, we talk, and the fight is going to happen. Because this is the thing about children. When children are sitting there nagging, you know how children are always nagging, you know, saying, oh, I want some candy. And then you finally, after all of the nagging, you finally give them some candy. That's Terence Crawford. Wanted the candy because he's been nagging all the time. And Errol Spence, okay, all right, I'm gonna give you something. This is what we're talking about when we say a guy who has not built up his star power correctly. And if he did, he wouldn't have to do all of this chihuahua barking behind the damn fence on social media. His resume would have spoke for itself because his star power would have been built up. You let Mikey Garcia, a guy that's been regressed and for the number 3 of confirmation into what we call a Uber, a Lyft, and a hold up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighter, dish you and say that you are looking in bad taste and you look childish. That's a bad look, Terence Crawford. It's a bad look. And you ain't got nobody to blame but you and Bomac. Because I told you guys, these two Negroes don't know how to count their money. Let me say it again. These two Negroes don't know how to count their money. That's just the truth of the fact of the matter. Because I keeps the foot on the what? on the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. This is Hino Sport. Checking out.